What's up, y'all? Let's go to the movies. Today's feature film is The Marvels, probably the most unanticipated movie of the year. I am trying my hardest to not have any expectations, but we shall see. All right, let's talk about it. So that was The Marvels, directed by Nia DaCosta, stars Brie Larson, Tiana Paris, Iman Vellani, Samuel L. Jackson. Where to begin? Okay, I'll say this. It's entertaining enough. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's kind of goofy. Some of the goofiness, though, was just like, why is this here? At one point, they go to a planet that's like 99% water, where the people, their language is they talk in song, so if you don't sing your words, they don't understand what you're saying. Like, it was so weird and out of place. At least it felt that way. I'm like, if you're gonna do something like that, then freaking commit to it. Like, go all out with it. They just kind of dropped us there. We were there for a half minute, and then a battle, and then we were out. It was just awkward. So when you go and see this, you're going to enjoy yourself for the most part, but just speaking of the movie as a cinematic work of art, as a film, this is mid. The plot is weak. It sucks. Like, what even is the story here? There's no character development. This is my issue with a lot of Marvels. This was actually my biggest issue with Black Panther. In order for you to really get a feel for these characters, you have to have watched however many projects. I mean, it'd be one thing if I just had to watch, the first Captain Marvel movie to get what I need in order to understand this. But I have to watch Captain Marvel, WandaVision, and Miss Marvel, and Hawkeye. You could probably go without watching Hawkeye, but I think the ending was supposed to be epic, like an epic moment, and you wouldn't know who that was unless you pay attention or you've watched that show. I didn't watch Hawkeye. I didn't watch WandaVision. I could only tolerate about 3 episodes of Miss Marvel. However, about Miss Marvel, Iman Vellani is the best and worst thing about this movie. She's the best thing because in spite of there being no character development, she's the only real lively 3-dimensional presence in this movie. All the scenes with just Monica or just Carol were just bland and dry. Kamala is the life of this movie. She's the worst thing about this movie because she's the life of the movie. The 3 of them have decent chemistry, but they don't match her energy, which is crazy because this is the only role she's ever done. She's only been Miss Marvel. This is her only second project in her whole acting career. She's done Miss Marvel, the miniseries, and now The Marvels. That's all this young lady has done acting-wise. Look, I understand hardly anybody watched Miss Marvel. It got the lowest ratings for any Marvel television show. They tried to put it on cable and it failed there. I understand all of that. But having watched this, I'm a little more interested to go back and finish the miniseries. They should have just given that girl her own movie. She could have carried her own movie. Different director, different writers, someone who could have given us a very full 3-dimensional character because nobody is 3-dimensional here. Not even Nick Fury, whom we've seen in how many movies at this point? What upsets me about her character, though, Kamala Khan, all of them really, is they're basically caricatures. They're not really characters. They're not human. They're not fleshed out. They're not 3-dimensional. She's very much the caricature of a little girl meeting her heroes. But she sells it. There's so much potential in her. If I were her, I'd step the hell away from Marvel. If this is the best they can do for her, that sucks. My overall impression of the movie, hear me out. So Scream, right? The franchise, the 6 movies, Ghostface. We have 6 movies of those, right? And then you have Scary Movie. Talking about the first Scary Movie, which satirizes pretty much a lot of different horror movies, but uses Scream as the foundation. That's what The Marvels is. The Marvels is the Scary Movie of the MCU. If Imitation Crab Meat were a superhero movie, this is what this is. This movie is filler. The whole point of this movie is to connect two dots. I don't know what the first dot is exactly, but this is to connect us to X-Men eventually, hopefully. I know enough about the MCU to know what the standard is, and this is so subpar. At times it felt like I was watching a television show. This is like episode 7 right before the mid-series finale. I mean, it's entertaining enough, I guess. Principal photography for this movie started in May 2021. 2.5 years, and this is the best you could come up with?